Today, we're gonna talk about
Arctic Scavengers.
Arctic Scavengers. It's so cold.
Yeah.
Today, we're gonna talk about Arctic Scavengers, the deck building game. So, Max, how do you start the game?
You get 4 refugees.
Okay, let's show the refugees. These guys, 4 refugees. Okay, and you put them into a pile, right? And then?
And 3 scavengers.
Yeah, these guys, 3 scavengers. Okay. And then?
And one, like, what's that?
Brawler.
Yeah,
brawler. Yeah, brawler, like a fighter.
Brawler.
Okay, into the pile. And?
1 shovel.
1 shovel. And
a spear.
And a spear. Okay, so you get these cards, you shuffle them all up, you put them into a deck, right? Then everybody has the same deck, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what do you do?
Then at the start of your turn, you pick up 5 cards.
Okay. So now it's a deck builder. So
yeah.
You want to build the deck. How do you build the deck?
First, you have to put down cards, and then to order to get stuff to buy these cards, like the hunter, you have to pay 1 medicine to buy him.
Okay, so there's a whole bunch of choices on the table of cards you could buy, like hunter and sniper and more brawlers and more scavengers and stuff like this. Okay, so how do you buy the cards? This one says you need 1 medicine. So how are you gonna buy this?
You go into the junk pile and you find a medicine and you get it.
Okay.
And then you can play the medicine to buy him on your turn.
I see. So how, where are you gonna? Let's go through the card one by one. Let's take that scavenger, and let's talk about all the skills here at this guy here. All these skills down the side. What's this first skill here?
You take a junk card.
No, this is draw a card.
Yeah, draw a card.
Draw a card from your deck.
Yeah, draw a card.
So these are the actions you can take each round. One, you could spend a sum of cards that have this little icon, and you could draw that many cards depending on whatever the number is equal to. And what's the second one? It looks like a shovel.
It's shovels, get 1 junk.
Yeah. So dig into the junkyard. So let's say this one's a 1, and you had maybe 2 scavengers. You had two shovels. You could dig 2 cards and keep 1 of them. And what's this next thing here?
It's food. Some stuff you have to buy. Like the sniper needs 2 food to buy him.
So he needs 2 food and 2 medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to have enough food for the sniper team to join your deck.
Yeah.
And what's this little two knives down here?
Oh, those 2 knives at the end of everyone's round. Then we're going to have a fight.
Okay, everyone's buying round, right?
Yeah.
After everyone buys what they want to buy, then we have a little fight. Now, what's the point of the fight?
If you win, you get 1 of these cards.
Okay, so there's another pile over here beside the junkyard, and it goes on this. And do you know what it's called, Max?
I forgot.
Contested resources.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a smaller pile here. I think there's 14 cards in there. And when this deck runs out, we basically finish the game. This is the timer for the game. So after you buy cards and you put them into your deck, and what happens when we run out of cards in our deck?
One of the cards.
Then we just shuffle our discard pile
back
into our deck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what else are we missing? How to win the game? How to
win the game. There's some people icon at the bottom, and it shows you how many people. Who has the most people wins the game.
Okay. So yeah, each of the cards that you're buying off the tableau, they all have a value of population, kind of. You're trying to create the biggest population, and then you can be the winners. Now, cards that have high population generally have low skill or what have you. Now, there's also a whole bunch of other cards down here in this box.
Yeah.
There's all like expansions and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Usually we don't play with all of them, but they're kind of modules that you can plug in. You can choose a few of them, add them to the deck, add them to the tableau, to cards you can buy. Now, on your turn, how many of these guys can you recruit?
One.
Yeah, you can only recruit one character into your deck per turn. I think that's it, right? That's it, right? So why do you like this game, Max?
Yeah.
So why you like this game?
It's not just like just like pure fighting and stuff like that. It's like some some getting people and like trying to like use their skills and stop people and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of options, right?
Yeah.
And there's some cool take that cards. Like, what does the Saboteur do? Do you remember?
Saboteur.
Let me see if I have one here. Saboteur. This guy here. What does he do?
Oh.
Do you remember?
A little bit forgot.
Saboteur. Oh yeah. He stops you from being able to use a tool card. So he basically breaks one of your tools. Now, what's a tool?
The tool is the shovel.
Yeah, the shovel. So the shovel and in your case the spear, right?
Yeah.
Both of these cards have to be played with a actual character, a person. Shovel can't go out by itself and do things. You need to take it out with a guy. So what the Saboteur does is basically stops you from using one of those tools this turn. Like basically it takes the tool away from you, puts it in your discard pile. And then there's a whole bunch of little cards all with their own special skills and stuff like that. So there's a lot of interaction between the cards. Like this card's going to help you do that, but this card is going to help you do this. So which one should I buy? How should I build my deck? There's lots of options, right? So what do you dislike about this game?
What I dislike about this game is like really hard to like look for the cards. Like they're like all like jammed tight. Like it's hard to stick your fingers into like the middle and try to get like the other.
Oh, I see what you mean. You mean like just getting the cards out of the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got them all sleeved up and they're tight squeezed, but they still go in there. I kind of like that though, because then they don't, when you open the box, the cards aren't everywhere. They're generally still in the little slots for each card, and instead of every card just being piled in together into one big pile, they're at least sorted. Anything else you dislike about this?
Yeah, sometimes like you go in the junk pile and you keep digging up like the same cards.
Is there anything in the junk pile that's useless?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there's just junk, right?
Yeah, junk.
So after a while, the junk becomes like the junk pile actually just becomes junk because like, did you find any junk there, Max?
Yeah. Junk.
Yeah, see,
junk.
Junk. It's useless. It has absolutely no use. So you basically throw it away. You pick it up and you're like, oh, I wasted my time. But here's the medicine. This is what you need to recruit some of the characters. Some of the characters require medicine. You'll notice the medicine is in the same spot as the food. So you can do a medicine buy and you can do a food buy. And some characters, they require both. They require a medicine and food to buy them. So that's the only way to get medicine in the base game without any expansions. That's about it, right?
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about this game is that I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I can't think of anything that makes it really bad. It's kind of hard to put away in the end because you gotta sort through all the cards and put them into their own little piles to put it away. There's not a whole lot of talking between players, but there is a little bit, especially like what did you keep for your contested resource fight? What did you keep? Oh, I kept not enough. And there's kind of like a little bit of like the contested resource battle. There's kind of a
chat.
There's a chat, and there's also some like, oh, I kill your card so that you become weaker and then you actually lose. So then there's some fun in there. There's some laughter and stuff like, I killed my guy and now I've lost and you won. And it's a good game with several players. You don't want to play with just 2 people.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Exactly.
4 or 5, it's quite good. Okay. I think that's
Yeah.
about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Arctic Scavengers. It's a pretty good game. Thanks. Anything you want to say?
No. No.
No? Okay. We better go turn on the heater now. It's quite cold in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.